Nowadays, people say copy, replica, whatever, all of this shit. No, they stole everything. Even the phrase, we made something new. But you know what? The thing is, to steal the interface of AirChat without having the philosophy of AirChat equals zero profit and a suicide as a social media. So we'll see.
Not that it would have like a huge impact on AirChat's total addressable market, but it would be pretty gnarly to see AirChat maybe, take on live events to kind of just steal user base away from Clubhouse at this point. It would be like the ultimate jab. Also, to add, if you wanted to make it even cuter, you could probably, reduce infrastructure costs and bandwidth costs by only making it scarce for that feature in terms of like how many live events can actually be hosted on the platform, maybe at a per user level or at an app level per week, so that you can keep the quality of those live audio discussions good.
Such an interesting discussion. Greetings from New Zealand, everyone. I'm always a very interested and curious listener. But I think that there might be an important distinction to make in this particular discussion. Ryan's coming from a perspective, from a market perspective, where we discuss the duplication of idea methods, right? So there is a problem that's solved by a common idea, and then you end up having with similar products. As a product designer and industrial designer myself, I can empathize and resonate with what Naval is saying, which is more in the case of pretty much one-to-one carbon copying or duplicating a designed experience within the realm of that same idea problem. So the examples that were mentioned before, like when Facebook copied Snapchat's first invented story mode, and then they basically took ownership. And nowadays, when people think about stories in their minds, I'm pretty sure the most common image is that one of Instagram because of size, popularity, exposure. They basically hijacked the design for themselves. So there is a big difference between stealing someone's experience design as sort of like a property and then embedding it into yours and claiming it's of your own design, versus that inevitable point where different projects, different companies, different brands trying to solve one same problem end up with a similar product. When you start hijacking other projects or other products' experiences and then embedding it into your own, that's when problems start, because that goes beyond that thin borderline that separates we're all copying each other, we're all drawing inspiration from each other, to a more dishonest way of building or rebuilding your own product based on the experience design that was created elsewhere. So I think Naval has a very valid point in terms of how the experience, the carefully designed experience of AirChat being copied and then stamped on to Clubhouse's new design, and then the following claim that it's new and that they invented that is an issue. There's so much to be said about this, but in summary, I would say that there are two big standpoints here. One is what Ryan explicited with we're always drawing inspiration from each other, and the inevitable fact that we're trying to solve a common problem, we end up with common solutions, versus Naval's point, which to me, being a product and innovation person myself, is a bit more critical because it speaks to a more insidious character in that duplication.
It's funny because when I recorded my initial objection, I hadn't even played with their product that much, and now realize that there's even more that they copied, like floating speaker heads and tap back and forth, and even my launch phrase, we made something new. So yeah, anyway, we're going to go back to building. I don't really care about them. They've failed, and they can chase and copy. There are significant differences still between the products and the approaches, which is fine. And, maybe at some point, members of their team will realize that they have better things to do than clone other apps, gain some self-respect, and go build something actually new. And for the record, I know that, Ryan, you're defending them, and it's okay to be inspired, but it's a different thing to straight up carbon copy elements and then claim that you came up with them in the first place. It's just beggars disbelief. In any case, I know you're an investor in Clubhouse, and so you have to do the right thing and defend them, and you're morally obligated to do so. But at the same time, I think their claims are disingenuous.
Hello all at A16Z. I just wanted to start a thread and see who is still on the app, and to say hello. How's everyone doing today?